Hi everyone!
Hi.
Helixx.
Lemon.
Been a long time since we made a video or posted anything. We are here to tell you why. There are a lot of reasons why that happened, why we just kind of disappeared.
Seems like we fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, we kind of did. First of all, as you might know from watching our channel, the whole 70 subscribers that we have, woohoo, we experienced a pretty significant loss in 2017 in July when Boomer passed away, and then again in September when Bootstraps passed away, two of my kitties. After that, in December, we had multiple losses. There, of course, was Jonghyun from SHINee, which was a significant loss for SHINee, K-pop,
Shaywall community, pretty much everybody. It affected a lot of people, a lot of our friends as
us,
well.
yeah, and our friends. And 2 days after Christmas, I lost my grandmother.
Mine was 2 days before Christmas. I lost my great-grandmother.
And between December 10th of 2017 and the end of March 2018, we had experienced a total of 12 deaths between the two of us. That was a lot.
On top of that, we also needed to move.
We got a notice that they were going to be increasing our rent $600 a month. And for those of you who've seen previous videos and our living room in which we filmed some of them in, it's a shithole. A tiny, tiny shithole.
Yeah.
Under 500 square feet, and they wanted to charge us $16.50 a month for that. Nothing worked. The bathroom was literally falling through the flooring into the abyss underneath it. The management was terrible, and it's not like we wanted to stay there. It's just we weren't in a financial situation to be able to move. So that leads us to the next reason we disappeared.
We went back to school. I have benefits that I'm issued to help both of us get back up on our feet, and to potentially put money aside to help us move. Working full-time and going to school full-time, it was still a lot, but it was manageable. And then
that kind of inspired me to want to go back to school as well. I had been working in the veterinary industry for about 8 years, because I was also working as a tour guide at an attraction here in Southern California. Neither of those things is my dream and my focus and what makes me happy. Seeing her go back to school to pursue what she wanted to do inspired me to look into the possibility of being able to go back to school. By some miracle, I qualify for financial aid now, which I never did before. So I went back to school as well. And we're both going to school for things that we enjoy. What are you majoring in?
I am an English literature major. I will be graduating this summer with an associate's, and then I'll be graduating again in the fall with a second degree in literature. So I'm basically working on two degrees right now. And
I am a film student. And that's partly due to this channel and our decision to start YouTubing a couple of years ago. I've always been into entertainment. When I first went to college, it was for acting, for theater. I have worked as an actress on film and commercials and stuff like that. I've done theater for years since I was a child, and I kind of strayed away from that because I needed to pay the bills. When we started our little channel, neither of us knew how to edit. We didn't know anything about film editing, and so it was all self-taught through iMovie. And when I was looking at going back to school, I had to figure out what I was going to go back to school for. Somehow, film popped up, and I looked at it, and I was like, you know what? I really enjoy editing, getting to create and kind of be in control of the creative entertainment side of my personality. So it kind of made sense, and that's what I've been doing for the past year. I will be graduating next June, a year from now, with my degree in film. I think we're both really enjoying what we're doing and feeling like we made good decisions. There's also other reasons. Apollo, you might remember him, one of the kitties. He puked on my laptop. My computer died.
So there went our means of editing.
Yep, There was our means of pretty much doing everything computer related because we were sharing that computer.
I didn't have a computer yet.
I went to Florida for my grandmother's funeral in January of 2018. The family was kind of just like, you know, claim dibs on stuff you want from grandma's house. And while everybody's looking at furniture and nice stuff, I was
old dinosaur computer.
I was eyeballing her really old, gigantic Dell laptop, but it definitely couldn't do what we needed to as far as this channel is concerned. Thankfully, Lemon does have her own computer now. We have a friend who's pretty awesome, and he just recently helped me get a new MacBook, so freedom! We were paying the extra rent for about 6 months while we were trying to save up enough money to, you know, security deposit and move. They would no longer let us stay at the old place because they wanted to renovate it and be able to charge more money. We had to move out the 1st of September, and we had just started classes for fall. We didn't have anywhere to go. We were homeless. We packed up our stuff, put it in a storage unit, packed up the cats, and we moved into a Motel 6. Every like 3 to 4 days we were moving to a new place.
Which gets expensive the more you have to stay in a hotel because you haven't found a place.
Yeah. It was very, very stressful because we're also in school. We have to move all the stuff we had in the hotels. We had to move the cats with us each time. We didn't have places to cook, so we're eating out a lot. And still having to try to figure out how to do homework on our one freaking old ass Dell computer without desk or something, like just on a bed or a floor. We ended up finding a place, but it wasn't ready for us to move in. And so for the last roughly week,
it was about 5 days or so. Yeah.
We ended up at a Airbnb.
Yeah,
which was amazing. Our host Lisa was absolutely amazing, and it was very close, like down on the beach. We were just.
It was super close to work.
Yeah, it was close to work. It wasn't far from school. It was very nice, and our host was amazing. And we had a kitchen to cook in. We had great amenities. We've made a friend with her, which is great.
And she was very accepting of us having
with all
the
the
cats.
kids. Now we have a place, which is great. We love it. We're paying less here than we did at the old shithole, the old apartment. We have a lot more space.
We're still not fully unpacked yet.
Which we'll get into reasons for that shortly. But we have a lot more space. It's a lot nicer. We have more amenities. We have more security here. The management is pretty great and on top of stuff.
So much more active than where we were before.
And responsive.
Our management, the person who runs over here, he's amazing. We have...
Shout out to Jonathan.
Yeah, shout out to Jonathan. We have a cute little courtyard and a terrace around the entire
all
third floor. Yeah, and so we walk the kids.
We like where we are. We're happy with it. We've started actually taking Apollo and Perito for walks. We got them harnesses because they like to go for walks.
Then shortly after moving to this apartment, I got fired.
And I got injured.
Yeah.
I fell at work November 5th. I honestly did not think it was going to be that big of a deal. But as it turns out, I have nerve damage in my wrist, my elbow, and when I landed, it was actually, I fell going up the stairs and I landed on the railing with this arm, and it hit right here, and it pushed the whole arm up into my neck.
Doesn't she look like Hellboy?
When I have like a sleeve on all the way up here, it totally looks like Hellboy. If you can see it. Ended up with several discs protruding out of my cervical spine, something called disc bulge. I had physical therapy. I'm currently in acupuncture treatment, and I also will be starting chiropractic soon. I was potentially on the list for surgery for my neck, but finally the last couple of months of therapies has helped significantly, and I no longer am a surgical candidate. I do not need to have surgery on my neck, so yay. Also, I want to point out this is my dominant hand. I am right-handed, and so for pretty much this whole semester, I've not been allowed to use that arm, that hand, that wrist. Aside, I'm allowed to use my hand to click on the mouse for schoolwork. I haven't worked since the end of January.
It got to the point where management had to know exactly how much pain she was in.
And I was in excruciating pain. They weren't able to find me any kind of successful pain management. I barely slept for like 2 months, December, January, because of the pain. I couldn't sleep.
She was sleeping out in the living room on this small rinky-dink couch.
And sometimes
Too.
the floor.
Yeah, and sometimes the floor.
But yeah, so a lot of things. And also, just last year was a really terrible health year for me. I came back from my grandmother's funeral with...
She came back sick.
I got off the plane and I told her, I'm sick, don't get too close to me.
She's sick at the very beginning of the year. And then that took forever.
Mind you, it was that really bad flu that was going around. It's about a month and a half, and I lost my voice. And I'm a tour guide, so I can't work without a voice.
Can't work without
So yeah,
a voice.
there's about 3 straight weeks without a voice. Once I did get better, I got this other virus that was going around. That was pretty bad, and that also took my voice for about 3 weeks. So it was about 3 months in total at the beginning of the year that I was just sick. I had multiple skin infections. We went on a trip.
A road trip.
And I came back with impetigo on the lower half of my body. I thought it was bed bugs.
But nobody else had it.
It looked like
Bed bugs.
bug bites. I had over 200 of them from the waist down. I also got bit by some flying bug when we were in Illinois. And had an allergic reaction to that. I had massive swelling right here.
Oh, I remember.
And I finally healed from the impetigo. It took a couple of months. Then I got cellulitis.
Mm-hmm.
A reoccurrence of cellulitis, which I'd had the previous year on my birthday in my in my right foot and ankle, and that came back. And I guess once you have cellulitis, you're more prone to reinfection. So I got a secondary staph infection.
Mm-hmm.
They thought I had MRSA at first, so that was fun. Thank God I didn't. But I basically just had a really crappy year. Like, that was my whole spring and summer, was with these infections, and then I got better. And while we were homeless, I got an infection in the lining of my stomach. Yeah. So when we were moving all the furniture and stuff from our storage unit, I couldn't help because I had this massive infection in my stomach.
She wasn't allowed to lift anything.
And now I'm not allowed to lift anything because I don't have an arm and I have a neck injury. So that's why we still have some boxes that are not unpacked. Poor Lemon has had to do all the dishes, all the housework, all the cleaning, all the lifting, all the moving.
She got hurt in November, and then December, I got fired from work. I finally got a job beginning of January, but I didn't officially start working until...
February?
Wow. Yeah. So that was fun.
I still am not back to work yet. It's
end of April.
End of April. We've had a rough year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
The good news is we're back.
Yep, we're back.
We are going to start making videos. Actually, we've already started recording some stuff. We are looking to change our channel a little bit, so it's a little bit in transition. We're still going to be doing K-pop stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But something we talked about for a long time was we live in Los Angeles, and there's so much here that
so much
we
to do.
haven't done. So we really want to explore our city.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to bring you guys along. Also, probably just some random shit. Because sometimes there'll be something that's, I want to do this. Like, you've talked about wanting to do a Get Ready With Me. She's talked about wanting to do that. But I don't think I want to do that. There's concerts coming up. There's events and stuff. And we're still going to do some of the same K-pop stuff we did before. Mm-hmm. But, like, version 2.0.
Yeah.
So there's a lot in store.
This is an intro to us rebooting our channel, basically.
There's a lot in store. We're older. We're wiser.
I would hope
we're
so.
We're slightly better at adulting.
Nope.
But we also know more about filming and...
She knows more about filming.
And lighting. And look at the lighting is 10 times better than it ever was before. And we also have a slightly better camera because I had to get a new phone. We're coming back with some new shit, and we hope that you guys will stick around to see the evolution and see where we go from here. Anything else you want to say?
Nope.
You're ready to leave.
Yep.
She's done with this. Okay. But we'll post more than we have in the past year and a half. So even if we post one more video after this, we've already met that goal. Kept our promise. Kudos. All right, guys. See you later.
Bye.